So I'm Jocelyn Edmonds. I'm a registered nurse and I'm teaching nursing students in their very first semester of their nursing course here at ECC. So I came into the teaching job about just a few years ago after 30-something years of clinical nursing. Most of my nursing was in the community in Western Australia, but I do have a variety of hospital experiences and a little bit of an overseas insight into how nursing goes in other countries as well. Communication skills for nurses and midwives is the name of this unit that I teach, and that's a really good example to show what the students, they start off, this is their very first semester of university, and by the end of the semester they are able to communicate well, both face-to-face as well as in the writing. And when they start off, they're not. All the students in my class, the local students as well as those who've just arrived here, all need to build both their written and their oral communication skills, and we're teaching them how to do it for nursing. For example, what I was teaching today was how to go through a patient assessment interview, and so we're getting the students to not only we're outlining to the students what is required, like do we use open-ended questions, do we use closed-ended questions, but then the really important bit is we give them a chance to practice on each other so we call them lecture tutorials rather than lectures because they're very participative. Many of my students, when they come in weeks 1, 2 and 3, they're really quiet. They're embarrassed to be talking in front of a group, but by the time we've got to where I'm at now, week 5, they're having a go because I am able to just give them the chance to have a go in a safe environment with asking these kinds of questions. How do we word it? How do people usually use the English language for these kinds of things? And I do see their confidence building throughout the semester, and by the end of semester they really are able to talk confidently about nursing matters. Yeah. So in our class, because we're looking at communication skills of nurses, one of the skills that they actually have to have really quite well developed even by the time they start into the workforce in their first job is working as a team. So we practice the many skills that are needed in that in our in-class small group activities. We build in lots of opportunities for students to practice things such as including other members in it, such as defining what roles are needed to be filled within the team. Our students who are doing their first year of their nursing course here at ECC, we need to make sure that our students, when they graduate from here, are absolutely ready to tackle second year at Edith Cowan University. And a lot of how we manage to be sure of that is that we use exactly the same assessment procedures as the units that are run over at Edith Cowan University. So in the communication unit we do the same assignment, worth the same amount of marks and marked against the same criteria as what the communication unit for first year students at Edith Cowan University is. So we've got exactly the same content and we're assessing the students on the learning of that content in exactly the same way. Course standards are set so high that there is no country in the world that won't take our qualifications to work as a nurse. Some countries you need to do another entrance examination. I think in the US there's a particular testing that needs to be done, but all students who've done our course will find that they are well equipped to work as a nurse. The job opportunities here in Perth at the moment, and certainly over the next couple of years for new graduates, are really great. We are short on nurses at the moment, but particularly at the moment there's great opportunities for new graduates to get into graduate programs. So we do have a good system within our public hospitals here of like an internship, so that it's a structured stepping into the work world over the first year. But honestly, I love greeting my students in their first week when they arrive, and some of them have only just been in the country, in Perth, for a week or two. Some of them have been here a bit longer, like in the past year. And always we just start with the great outdoorsy lifestyle that's here. Being able to do water activities, being able to do lots of sports. So like for young people particularly, there's loads of sporting clubs attached to both our unis and also out in the community. And the ease of, relative ease of getting around the city. It is a spread out place, and Joondalup is spread from some of the areas where people live, but there are ways of getting around quite nicely on our public transport. It's not crowded, it does run on time.